Hello and welcome to the Valley for a return of sorts to 1905, our preview show ahead of the big game. Tonight we look ahead to Sunderland here in SE7 tomorrow. First up, we're going to hear from Lee Bowyer's press conference. He's going to talk about the comings and goings from the Valley over the last couple of days, as well as a big game against Phil Parkinson's side. We're also going to look back at our last encounter against the Black Cats, which was of course at Wembley back in 2019. We need no reminder about what happened there, but it's always good to take a look back at it. Also, we hear from Maddison, Charlton's latest signing. We hear from Lee Bowyer about that signing and Steve Gallen, who's going to give us a little bit of insight about the transfer strategy going forward. But first up, let's take a look at what Lee Bowyer had to say in his press conference just a couple of hours ago.
Sunderland, they're a good side. They're a very big club. And obviously this is the first time we've been playing them since the playoff final. So the thing that they pose is that they've got good experienced players, physical side, that will cause us problems. But as long as we stand up and be men and compete well, then I think we're going to cause them problems as well. So I think it'll be quite an even game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think we're ready and the players, they know how we want to play and what we have to do to break them down. So if we do them things, then we've got a chance of winning it.
Lee Bowyer there talking about the game against the Black Cats tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're a Valley Pass subscriber, you can watch that press conference in its entirety. And also, if you've got a match pass for tomorrow, you can watch that in its entirety as well. Something else you can watch on Valley Pass is full highlights of our game against Sunderland back in 2019 at Wembley Stadium. Let's take a short look at that now. What a moment that was. 38,000 addicts cheering on Lee Bowyer's men as Patrick Bauer played the hero right at the death. If you can't get enough of that game, Valley Pass subscribers can watch extended highlights from that game back in 2019. So make sure you subscribe to see more of that. Back to the present day though. Maddison turned up at the Valley yesterday. He's Lee Bowyer's latest signing. Let's see what he had to say about his new signing, and we'll hear from the man himself.
Obviously Marcus is someone that we tried to bring in January. Myself and Steve drove to Peterborough in the middle of the night to try and get him over the line, but obviously the embargo was in place and so that didn't happen. But finally we've got our man. I think I've said that to you a lot, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm obviously delighted. This has been going on for quite a while. There was obviously some interest in January and glad to get it done today. I'd like to say I score goals, assists. I'll make sure our striker gets goals. I think that's the job as a winger. As long as you're helping your team in any way you can. That's the most important thing. So.
Well, it's a good signing. I think a lot of people would think that, he's a championship player. I mean, again, we were in the championship when we were looking at him, and I would think that his stats for League One really are second to none. So his goals and his assists pretty much consistent in the last few years.
So that's Marcus Maddison through the door, the third signing of the Thomas Sandgaard era. And speaking of Thomas Sandgaard, the man himself is the star of the latest edition of Valley Review. It's a monthly edition. It covers all 3 home games in October against Sunderland, Wigan Athletic and Oxford United. There's a great interview with the man himself in there. We get to know a little bit more about him as a person, some of his personal tastes and interests, including his musical tastes. But obviously, he speaks all about falling in love with the club early on and all his plans for the future. You can get that online by going to cfc.co.uk. It will cost you £3, or you can go and buy it in the Valley Superstore in person during the week. So let's take one last look ahead of tomorrow's game. Let's look at some team news for you, for the Addicts. Jason Pearce has returned to contact training this week from his knee injury, but it's probably going to come a little bit too soon for him to be involved. Chuck Zinike also returned to training this week after contracting coronavirus. He's recovered from that now, but again, it might come a little bit too soon for involvement at the Valley tomorrow. Alex Gilby is one who definitely will be out, where he's still sidelined with his Achilles injury. But there could be a place in the squad for Marcus Maddison, the new signing, who trained for the first time with his new teammates on Friday morning. So that's it for the team news. We're sorry you can't be here at the Valley with us tomorrow, but the only way you can watch all the action is live on Valley Pass. So don't forget to get your matchday pass for £10. Go to cafc.co.uk for information on how you can get yours. And if you needed any more incentive, Thomas Sandgaard himself will be live in the commentary box for that broadcast alongside Greg Stubley and Terry Smith. So make sure you don't miss out and you don't miss a kick. So that's it for 1905. We'll see you very soon. Up the Addicts.